In a quiet little village surrounded by hills and fields, lived a curious and bright boy named Arif. He was known for his sharp mind, big dreams, and an unstoppable desire to do something meaningful in life. But there was one problem. He wanted everything fast. Success, results, change, all of it. If things didn't happen immediately, he'd lose interest, get discouraged, and move on to something else. He would often start a new routine, waking up early to read, exercising daily, or learning a new skill. But if he didn't see a big change within days, he'd stop. It made him feel like he wasn't good enough. He admired successful people and often wondered, how did they make it? Why can't I? One day, Arif visited his grandfather, a calm and wise old man who had lived a life full of lessons. Sensing the frustration in Arif's voice and posture, his grandfather gently asked, "What's troubling you, my boy?" Arif sighed. "I try so many things, Dadaji, but nothing seems to work. I just want to succeed, but I feel like I'm going nowhere." The old man smiled warmly. "Let me tell you a story," he said. "It might give you the answer you're looking for." He began, many years ago, in a nearby town, lived a young man named Dev. He dreamed of becoming a master sculptor, someone whose art would be remembered for generations. One day, he found a huge, solid rock lying near a riverbank. With a heart full of hope and tools in hand, Dev began carving. For weeks, then months, he worked on the stone. Each day, he would chip away, sometimes with force, sometimes with care. But despite all his efforts, the stone didn't seem to change much. There was no shape, no figure, nothing close to what he imagined. Frustrated and tired, he sat beside the rock, ready to give up. Just then, an old sculptor who was passing by noticed him. "Why do you look so disheartened?" he asked. Dev replied, "I've been trying for so long, but there's no sign of progress. Maybe I'm not meant for this." The old sculptor chuckled kindly. "Every masterpiece starts as just a stone. The key is not strength or speed, it's patience. Keep working, and one day, the beauty inside will reveal itself." Inspired, Dev continued. Slowly but surely, the stone began to change. Weeks turned into months, and one day, the sculpture stood complete, magnificent, and awe-inspiring. People from far and wide came to see it. Dev had finally carved his dream into reality. Arif listened silently, his mind processing every word. "So, you're saying success isn't about how fast you get there?" he asked. His grandfather nodded. "Exactly. It's about how long you're willing to keep going, even when nothing seems to be happening. That's what makes the difference," his grandfather explained. "You don't need to be perfect. You just need to improve, even a little every day. Over time, small steps lead to big results." Arif realized he had been quitting too soon because he wasn't seeing instant success. Now, he decided to celebrate small wins instead of expecting miracles overnight. "Success is not a destination," his grandfather said. "It's a process. Just like planting a seed, you water it, care for it, and wait. Only then does it become a tree." Arif promised himself to enjoy the learning phase instead of rushing through it. "Failure isn't the opposite of success," said his grandfather. "It's part of the path." Every time Arif fell short, he now saw it as a lesson, not a sign to quit. "Greatness," the old man smiled, "isn't built in one day. It's built in what you do every day." Reading a few pages daily, doing a little practice, staying disciplined, Arif learned the power of consistency. "When you feel low," said his grandfather, "look around and see what you do have." Arif began journaling every night, writing down 3 things he was thankful for. It made him feel lighter, more focused, and calm. Months passed, and Arif changed. He no longer gave up after a few days. He kept going, building daily habits, learning from mistakes, and trusting the process. His school grades improved. His confidence grew. He started a small book-sharing club for kids in his village, which slowly gained popularity. Years later, that same impatient boy became one of the youngest educators in the country. When asked about his secret, he always said, "The world moves fast, but real success takes time. Patience isn't just a skill, it's a superpower." Success doesn't come to those who rush. It comes to those who wait, learn, and grow, step by step, day by day. So now the question is, what will you patiently work towards?